Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Contest of Speed. We're here with EU4, first race of the week from the Red Bull Ring, formerly known as the Austria Ring or the A1 Ring. Basically, where Austria has always had its Grand Prix when it has had one. Who's first out? One of the Aston Martins. Is that Blades? No. Sneaky Tom. First out. Matt is here, but he's...
Hello, I'm here.
We've called him out with a bit of a Paul Merson.
It's alright. I'll have another spoonful of it in a minute.
Yeah. So, hopefully we're going to get a good race again tonight. 18 drivers. Hopefully we'll have 19. Just waiting for Dylan to appear later on.
You better appear in that Williams. Sorry, I'm not being partisan.
No bias there at all, isn't it?
No, not at
all. So, any housekeeping, Matt, do we need to do? I don't think there is.
No,
is there?
There's an announcement that needs to be said, because I kind of mentioned it last week on commentary on Thursday, and I'd said there's a secret of a nudge, nudge, wink, wink. The new website could be launched soon.
Oh, yes. Yes, the website is up. That's contestofspeed.com. We've got ourselves a new landing page. Yes, where you can go and then you can separate off into your chosen area of cars, be it F1, iRacing or esports. And then another nudge, nudge, wink, wink, maybe something happening in the future. Other areas as well.
CC7. Sorry, what?
What? No one did say anything. No.
Cool.
Right, hang on. I think my audio's off a bit here.
I don't know if I'm alive or not.
No,
after Thursday, I never know if I'm alive or not.
Yeah, it was the audio mix that was off a bit. So, Sneaky Tom then, first man who's going to get a timed lap in. See if he can get the final couple of corners right. Expecting a dry race all the way tonight, so it should be a simple one-stop. So qualifying can make all the difference.
Yeah, it should be a quick race as well again. Quick race last week, now a quick race this week. Although they have tried to slow the cars up a bit. I was seeing at the start of the game times in the 102s, 101s. I was thinking, could we dare get a 1 minute lap time at some point from the quicker guys, and they've made it slower, so probably a low 104, high 103 expected this evening. Sneaky Tom does a 104.5.
So, Jack Hawkey trying to take some liberties on the curb on the entry, and it's not gone well from there. Ends up invalidating the lap. Would have been on for a good one as well. Let's find someone who's... the one piece of housekeeping I think that we need to do, that's Slaughter in the McLaren and then Electric Blade in the Haas. Because Reflux is now the permanent driver in the AlphaTauri, for anybody who's wondering.
Did Andrews come down? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Dylan is now the permanent driver in the Williams as well, having swapped with Danny Boy. That's... complete. The Wizard goes fastest, 104.3. And then Shane, 1,000th behind, slips into second place. We're riding with his teammate.
Ethan, that's very kind of you. I'll see you on Wednesday, as normal.
What's he said?
Yeah. Apparently you both have beautiful voices.
Oh, you sweet. No.
Hopefully I'll see him on Wednesday this week. After a week off.
So Slaughter then 105.5 for his first attempt. Not sure if he's going again. Doesn't have the charge to do so, I don't think. So it'll be a futile effort if he does. All there.
No. Are you alive?
Am I alive?
Yes, you went a bit.
Yes. Oh, did it go
R2D2 on me. Yes.
Ah, apologies. Sorry if that's affected anybody else.
It's fine, nothing important happened.
No.
I was just saying, interestingly, some of them have gone on the medium tyre already.
Yes. So JRNN. In the Mercedes, he's on them, as is Raceway JJ, currently in P10. He's circulating still, so I imagine we'll get another lap out of him. Or he might box now. I think he's going to box now, actually. Having put 2 flying laps on those tyres.
Typically a one-stop round here has been in the past.
So that's what we're looking for, I think. It'll just be a case of whether it's soft to medium or soft to hard. That is the preferred strategy for the leaders.
Depending on when that fateful 2 words is said. Safety car.
Although, to be fair, I'm not sure we'll get many round here. There's not a lot of places where you can lose it and actually retire the car. At least I don't think there is. So it'll be interesting to see how many we do get. You see Jacko there run wide on the exit. Turn 6.
There's a small toe there for Blaze by Sneaky Tom. A bit of traffic on his lap, passing both the Red Bulls. Running out of sync compared to everyone else.
Jacko then, he's going to go again. It's right on board with the Alfa Romeo. So we ride through turn 1 and then up the hill through turn 2. Yes, this little left-hand kink is technically classed as turn 2. Hard brakes over the hairpin of turn 3, off camber. Be careful on the traction zone, the wall on the right is not your friend. Second DRS zone down on the run to turn 4. Oh, cuts it on the inside this time.
Daniel's cut it on the exit that time.
5. Careful of the curve on the exit. 5 into 6. Try not to run too wide or you get a kick of oversteer and end up in the gravel there. Got to have the car straight before you get on the power.
Jacko's gone for a little bit of a spin.
Yeah. I think that will see him return to the pit. Raceway JJ then out on the soft tyre at the moment. This is a man I want to see how he does, actually.
I believe Smithy's just gone past him. No one else.
Yeah, so the official track map of this circuit has somehow managed to get 10 corners out of it. Which, I mean, it baffles me.
Out on this oversized go-kart track.
Well,
oh, that was a big snap of oversteer for Smithy, that wasn't there? Too pleasant.
let's ride with JJ then. First lap on the soft tyres, heading towards turn 1. We're going up the hill. In the race, it'll be sunny, so you want to be careful to match your braking zones. Not run deep. First DRS on of the lap as we see JRN go fastest, 104.1. The other man who set a lap on mediums early on. Turn 2 into 3. Up over the crest, then down the hill again to turn 4. Just the epics on the inside. Good job there. This is now turn 5. Personally, I think it's a continuation of 4, but you know, what do you know? I'm not a track designer. Into 6. Watch the curve on the exit. 7. Same again. You'll get the car straight before you hit the power. Through turn 8 to the right, and then 9 and 10, the final 2. This is the apex of turn 9, but Takes 10 pretty well. Then we're back on the start-finish straight. 104.7 for JJ, puts him into 7th. 10th and a half behind his teammate ahead.
So these guys have been under the strict instructions. There has been a video been sent out this week. GIF is the more appropriate word. About pit entry. It's not many that we're very strict about, but especially around here, can be quite dangerous.
Yes. We say that we want drivers to stick to the right-hand side of the track coming out of turn 8 on the run to turn 9, because the pit entry starts on that right-hand side. Steve puts himself into 5th place, 104.4, and then for drivers to keep themselves tucked to the inside of turn 9, inside the white line for the pit entry.
This way JJ stayed out, by the way, again, and he's pushing again and was matching his time, and does pretty much the same.
The Wizard is out on mediums, giving his teammate a tow down the back straight, and I have a feeling that those two Red Bulls are going to work together here and try and get the Wizard a faster time, or at least to match it or get close to it on those medium tyres. If he can do it, then I think we've got ourselves the main candidate for victory right there. But at the moment, they've worked the gap well, the two Red Bulls.
Slaughter improves by half a second, but only puts him up to 13th.
We say they've worked the gap well. Jack Hawkey pits.
See guys when they're pushing, just struggling for track limits here. Still struggling.
Wizard gets a bit of a tow off Slaughter up the hill, but nothing that's really going to help him.
Electric Blade improved to 6th. Seems to be a resident in this tier at the moment.
Wizard has gone faster through Sector 1, by the way. Half a tenth so far, up on his previous time, but this is where he'll start to lose out in Sector 2, where those tyres don't have the performance of the red walled soft tyre, especially in these cooler conditions that we've got. A lot of cloud cover. There we go, he's 10th down.
Gone wide at turn 1. That seems to be the place where everyone's struggling. Turn 1 and turn 9.
Yep, and the Wizard has bailed out of his medium lap. It's close. It is close. I think if he times it right, he might be able to do it at the end of the session, but it depends if he wants to go on the softs and make a run for pole.
Joseph at the moment keeps invalidating on his softs, but his medium time's still good enough to keep him currently in P10.
Yeah. Who's on a lap?
No one really.
No. It's that sort of quiet period, isn't it? Shane is out though. He's out there.
Smithy's out there. Reflux is out there again.
Shane taking the maximum amount of curb on the inside of turn 1. That was brilliant to watch. Bouncing over it but keeping the traction. Improves his time through the first sector.
I think turn 3 here makes or breaks your lap. It's such a critical traction zone around this circuit.
Shane then approaching the sector 2 split. Let's see how he's doing. He'd be looking for a 28.4. It's 28.5. He's invalidated as well on the exit of turn 7 into 8. He was looking like he was going to be making a move for P2 though. And we'll see now if that lap would have got him into P2. It would have done. That would have got him second place. Not to be though.
Well, there's a Williams on the move here though. If Smithy can keep this lap together, he's going to make a vast improvement on his time.
It's a good exit from the final corner. Takes just enough space into 5th place for him. Championship leader then.
Performances.
Well, if it stays that way, definitely. Slaughter has had enough. That's his session done. Luke then, championship leader, currently in P8 as it stands. He'll either want a big improvement or he'll want to just stay there and hope a couple of people get ahead of him. His first sector matched his first. His fastest, I should say. Second sector is slightly quicker. He's going to improve if he can hold it through the final sector, but not by a lot. Unless his final sector is a brilliant one, and it's pretty good. Puts himself to 5th, 104.4. The wizard, the championship protagonist. Oh no! Just jumped on board. He took too much curb through turn 8. He was on for pole as well. Just too much curb on the exit at 7 into 8. That's what we saw. Hopefully we just got across in time. That makes for good telly, doesn't it?
Oh, Varda's, I'll tell you what, it's very congested.
Well, it's a short track. That's what we'd expect to see. Dan Hilton's retired. He's lost it at turn 1.
Yeah, you know what? I think the Aston Martin may have done the same thing.
That will be... That's Blades' Aston Martin. I think you might be right, although he might also just be getting out of people's way. The other half of his electric blades gone, so people pushing for that last 10th of a second.
Joseph's coming across the line and improves, but not position. Funny enough.
Yep, so everyone on the soft tyres now, nobody risking it with the mediums.
Oh, Jacko spun. And he was half a second up.
Half a second, that would have put him around the P10 mark. Won't get another chance at it. Reflux then. He's invalidated his current lap, so it won't be him. Both Ferraris and Alfa Romeos into the pits. That's Steve in as well. That's Steve cruising to the line. Sneaky Tom. Sneaky Tom is on a push lap. Is improving. I don't think it'll be enough for pole. It might be first, second or third even. Here we go. Goes into 3rd place. Bumps Shane down a spot.
Is improving. Oh, he's invalidated. No. Oh, and he would have did a 104.3.
Oh, it would have been on the first couple of rows. Oh. So unlucky. Yeah. And that's all she wrote then. JRN takes pole position. With the Wizard in 2nd place, what might have been if he decided not to get greedy with the curb. Sneaky Tom, an excellent 3rd place for him, with Shane in 4th. Luke in 5th. He'll be watching for any misdemeanours of the guys ahead. He'll be looking to control his championship lead at the moment. Smithy in P6 with what I still think is his best qualifying of the season so far.
I believe so.
Steve in 7th place. He'll be disappointed, but he's going for consistency this season, so he might be pleased. He's only 2, maybe 3 tenths off the lead, 0.289 to be precise, off the lead. So he's not out of the picture, not out of the woods though. Got a lot of traffic around him. Varda in P8. That's good for him. Electric Blade in 9th, standing in for Millsies, and Joseph P10. What might have been had he not invalidated that final run with the 104.3, it would have put him into 5th place. those guys, top 10 of course, have to start on the tyres they qualified on, so all of them will be on the soft tyre. Guys outside the top 10 have free choice, of course. They can do whatever they like. They are in order: Raceway JJ 11th, Augusta Reflux in 12th, Slaughter in 13th, Jacko 14th, Blades 15th, Jack Hawkey 16th. Disappointing qualifying for him in the Red Bull, very much so. Dan Hilton 17th, and Tebow at the back in 18th place. Did Dylan make it in? No.
Oh, on the naughty step he is then.
Oh, 18 runners then for the race. It's going to be dry all the way. Light cloud, just to dapple that glorious Austrian Eiffel Mountain sunshine.
I'm going to make an accusation here.
I say Eiffel Mountain, it's Styrian Hills, isn't it? Not the Eiffel Mountain.
Yeah, Styrian Hills. You didn't scroll all the way down.
I didn't scroll all the way down, no, but TAS exists. We have a printout. If people are going to shout at me, I shall send them the link.
On your head be it.
And it is fine, man. I did read through all the names. So it's not completely my fault. Tyres then, as we head off on the formation lap. Very short formation lap, of course. The circuit is very short. Top 10s starting on the softs, as we know they have to. Outside, they've got free choice, and everybody has gone mediums with the exception of Slaughter, who has gone to the hard tyre. Pit strategy powered by AWS is predicting a 2-stop. That's soft, medium, soft, or soft, soft, medium. Hard tyre not brought into their calculations at all, so I would imagine Slaughter will be going for the 1-stop hard to soft. It'll be a case of when to change tyres. I would imagine probably around lap 22, 23, if he's got a fresh set. The rest of these guys will probably be coming in around lap 16 and then lap 20 respectively, if they're going for the 1-stop.
It'd be interesting to see who has kept some spare tyres from qualifying, who was smart enough to do so.
Also interesting to see who's torn them up on the formation lap as well. JRN is not looking healthy with his front tyres. Neither is Electric Blade.
It was a very quick formation lap. I know it's a short track, but even so.
Well, of course, soft runners will prefer a quick formation lap. Their tyres are much easier to heat up than the harder compounds. But you've got to try and balance that with putting excess wear onto them.
I'm going to make a bold call. The win is going to be decided on penalties.
Oh,
penalties.
That's happened before. And it's been very, very close. I remember taking my last win, in fact, was around here and was decided by penalties.
And the highest number of penalties is going to be 24.
Oh, he's going for it. Everybody in the chat, get your penalty predictions, get your race predictions in. It's been a while since we've gone through them. We'll have a look as we head into the race. But for now then, we're gonna ignore the lights. Look at that big rev counter at the bottom of your screen. Wait for them to build. 13,000 RPM for JRN as they are off in the Styrian Hills. Good start from the Mercedes and the Red Bull of Wizard as well. But look at Sneaky Tom round the outside of his compatriot.
Oh, Smithy's round. The
Smithy's round.
Position's not paid off.
Williams might get a VSC for that, but at the moment we're all clear as we head up the hill then. JRN still leads. Sneaky Tom in second place. The Wizard in third. Luke and Shane battling for P4. Steve up to sixth with the spin from Smithy. Varda up one in 7th place, Electric Blade 8th, Joseph 9th, Raceway up to 10th. Dan Hilton up 5 places into P12 already.
Outside of the McLaren. Well, he's pulled off some serious moves in the last couple of weeks. That McLaren
yeah.
sure is getting a bit. Contact with Jacko.
Yeah, Jacko tries to throw it down the inside of turn 7. That's not a good place to go for a move, really, especially in the early stages. That's going to be him at the back of the pack.
At best.
Oh, we've got a spinner. That's Blades, I think, through turn.
Blades has spun himself into the pits.
He has. We've seen that
Very
before
convenient.
now. Spun it through the penultimate corner.
I remember Don Ammo doing that. I
think a couple of people have done it. Sneaky Tom challenging the Wizard for second place. That Aston Martin's not hanging around. He's going for it. Look at him fly. Wizard coming back at him though into turn 4.
It's a tasty midfield battle between Raceway JJ Joseph and Aegis Reflux. I don't know if the AlphaTauri got any damage. Ran into the back of the Alpine.
A little bit, yeah, front right, so he'll be weak through the left-hand turns, which is most of the middle sector.
Yep. I think Electric Blade is in him. I'm trying to work out who it is. No, it's not. It's Steve. No, I've got that wrong. Get it right eventually. It's the Alpha. Aston Martin. Sorry, it's the colour scheme's not helping me yet.
I know.
Sunshine. It's the first time it's really caught me out because I think it just looks like two Mercedes up front.
DRS is enabled, and we're going to see a move for second place again as the Wizard retakes it from Sneaky Tom. But he'll be under pressure as we head down towards turn 4. As the Aston will have DRS to come back at him. Meanwhile, JRN up front has pieced out. 1.5 seconds the gap. Oh, contact between the two! And the Wizard's round. Now has to wait for everybody else to clear through before making his way back onto the circuit. Be interesting to see that from Sneaky Tom's perspective.
Some interesting information. Steve, Raceway JJ and Tebow all under fuel.
Yes, Steve was talking about this before the race with me actually, and he was saying he wasn't sure how far under fueled he could go. He was thinking about safety cars, of course.
Dan Hilton 3 seconds and JRN 3 seconds.
Yeah, JRN is pushing hard. His tyres are almost 10% worse off than anybody else's at the moment. But as you can see, he's pushing hard, but he's also picking up penalties for his trouble.
Joseph and Jack Hawkey once again, these two. Jack's medium tyres seem to be working a bit better than Joseph's softs at the moment.
As we see Luke get up into third place ahead of Sneaky Tom. Big winners then off the start. You've got to say Jack Hawkey, Dan Hilton, Tebow.
Jack AlphaTauri has got a lot more damage to that front wing now.
Yep, 28%
very
now.
Slowly.
It's a shame they got a kick of oversteer coming out of the final corner. Still manages to set the fastest lap of the race so far though, 106.9. As he sets off in pursuit of JRN. Sneaky Tom under pressure from Steve. We've seen this end badly before. They make it through cleanly.
Wizards off again, Daddy. Turn 1, exit.
Yeah, he's kept it together though. He is the big loser off the first 4 or 5 laps, but apart from him, then you've got to say it's Reflux and Smithy with that early spin.
Really, that much of a gap between the leaders and everyone else, really.
No, Jack Hawk is the cork in the bottle at the moment, and then behind him it's Tebow currently, as we see Blades losing it at turn 1. And the wing
exit
gone
curb.
again.
It seems to be the way you spin it on this game, around this track. It's the exit of turn 1 is a bit more lethal than it has been in the past. He will sit to one side, I feel, here, just to let everyone just go about their business.
He's deciding to go through the polystyrene boards. You know, why not?
Track limit penalty as well. That's
a kick in the teeth, isn't it? JRN has burnt all his battery away, and his tyres are on the. Well, they're on their way to the cliff if they've not gone over it already. Shane is now within DRS. He's closed up nearly a second, so I don't wonder if JRN's made a mistake.
I think they're just on the brink. I think they've gone. Oh, you can tell the back end's squirreling around out that corner.
It's very early if they have. I mean, I know his tyres are worse off, but it's very early for the softs to be on their way out. And I think we'll see a change for the lead on the run up to turn 3. Might even see a double move here from Luke. Let's keep our eyes open on it. I think we are. We're going to go 3 wide towards turn 3. If Luke can get the drive, he's going to go for it on the inside.
On the grass.
Yeah, he was forced over by JRN as he was trying to get out of the way of Shane. Backed out of the move there. Did the Ferrari. He's got a championship to think about.
So Sneaky Tom has just been saved at the fact he's got DRS because he had an awful turn 3 brake, very deep, and Steve got a better traction out.
Yeah. Just riding on board with JRN. Now he's going to have tyre wear and dirty air. Back end kicking out. Luke not close enough to capitalise on it. But Shane's going to start romping off into the distance. If these guys aren't quick to clear this seemingly stricken Mercedes.
Still, it hasn't any straight line speed either. Just matching Luke, and Luke wasn't even using ERS down that straight.
DRS, I think, is going to be his saviour. Breaks deep though, and now Luke right behind him. He's going to try it. JRN defends to the right. Luke goes left. Nothing yet. Needs to be careful.
Switch back up to
Steve. No, he's not got the drive. It's going to be a DRS train as we see Slaughter get past Jacko on DRS. I can see both fighting for it actually.
Yeah, Slaughter had just got past Jacko, and then Jacko's got past Slaughter. It's a very interesting battle, this one, both on different tyres. Oh, JRN's gone. Yeah, he has. He's proper gone.
Yeah, on the final corner. And there's an Aston Martin in there as well. And it's Blades, and I wonder if there's been... Don't do it, Blades. Don't do it.
Slaughter's... Oh, there you go. So, yep. Right. Slaughter just got together with Jacko, saying how well those two were racing together. They've come to contact, and Slaughter is now out the back.
Yeah, JRN with wing damage as well. Reflux has picked up damage from somewhere else, this time on the left-hand side. He's coming into the pits. That'll be to change the wing again. Gap up front, 1.1 seconds, 1.2 now between Shane and Luke. Luke's going to be under pressure from Sneaky Tom. He's not going to have DRS to defend with.
The mediums are looking really good. JRN's just gone past Dan Hilton, and Dan Hilton's just going to go back past him, I think.
Not quite close enough to get DRS. As we see Sneaky Tom closing in.
2 early stoppers. JRN and Joseph are in. I'm about to say, Danny, the medium guys are doing incredibly well.
They are, particularly those leading two of JJ and Jack Hawkey. Speaking of, former on the back of Varda now to try and take P6.
That's with the Red Bull closely behind.
And
Dan
we've
Hilton
got
and Smithy.
We've got, as an Alpha Tauri, I think that's Reflux, has gone in the middle sector. Yep.
These two made a move on the Williams.
Yeah, these two medium runners here, JJ and Hawkey, need to just try and stick with this DRS train right now. They've, Shane Pitts, the leader's in. Now, Austria is one of the few tracks where you can actually make an overcut, so Luke needs to push now.
Jack's got that move done on Raceway JJ.
Yeah. Should be okay for them both. They've got still in DRS. Yeah, Sneaky Tom takes it.
Oh, Smithy's lost it.
Yeah, on turn one. Luke's starting to struggle, I think. His tyres are about where JRN's were when he had his incident.
Oh, Wizard lost traction out turn 3.
So, Delta then to the leader for Shane, currently 15.8 seconds. That's not going to be enough for him to overcut.
Put it this way, Dan Hilton has closed in on them by a second.
Oh no, Luke! Curved through the final corner. He's managed to keep the wheel on it. He's got damage to the wing though.
The soft guys are holding the medium guys up, and the medium runners further back, the likes of Dan Hilton and Tebow, are actually closing in on the front 6.
Yeah, see Luke there, new front wing and a set of medium tyres on. He's going to drop a fair way down the order, but he should have clear air actually.
Spin around the outside of Jacko, Wizard spun again and into the wall, somehow not out. Jacko and Smithy fired down through turn 2. Jacko gets it slowed, Smithy with the switch back underneath. Oh, lost a bit of traction, and Jacko's got that one done.
That kick of obviously had to correct it before he could carry on. Sneaky Tom then leads from Steve, Electric Blade and Varda yet to stop. Then Jack Hawkey and Raceway JJ, currently the two you would say in the best position. I think we may see a move here by Jack Hawkey on Varda for P4.
Steve and Sneaky Tom are in.
Yep, two leaders in then. Varda forced wide fairly, I think. There, and we're going to see a move from JJ on him as well.
Just a little spin, he's alright.
Yeah, he was doing really well, and then he's got into a bit of a scrap somewhere. I think it was, as you said, with Joseph, and then ended up dropping down.
Jacko, I think. Joseph further up the road. Yeah.
Smithy and
Smithy
Jacko.
and Jacko.
Fighting for position. Sneaky Tom in there as well, having just made his stop. Steve just behind. Not where they wanted to be. Shane is ahead of both of these in front of them by quite some way as well. As we see the Aston Martin now.
Oh, Dan Hilton! No! Keep out of the wall, keep out of the wall, keep out of the wall, keep out of the wall. He has.
Yeah, no damage that I can see. Sneaky Tom trying everything. He's got past Smithy. Not Jacko yet though.
Just will lit the rears up.
Steve's through as well. Sneaky Tom going for it through the penultimate corner.
I think Luke's just hit. Oh, and Dan Hilton's just speared it into the wall.
Yep, big damage there on the Haas. Smithy as well with some damage.
Just trying to let Luke through by the looks of things. Virtual safety car, so that is well timed for the ones that need to pit.
It is
and
indeed.
Smithy's off by the looks of things.
Yeah, there's some damage on Smithy's car as well. So, surprised he hasn't pitted. Actually.
He was off at the last corner before the safety car, virtual safety car came out.
If I was Slaughter, I would have taken the opportunity to pit as well, get himself on a set of mediums to the end. Doesn't really help him on the strategy he's on though. Will we see any of the leaders pit? Jack Hawkey, of course, leading that initial group. I think we'll see Blade and Varda pit, surely.
Oh, Smooth got a drive through.
No, neither of them do. Blade and Varda carrying on. Could we be looking at a proper one stop for them and maybe a two stop for some of the early pitters? Who knows?
Smithy's race has gone from bad to even worse, and now tragic.
Damage for Jacko. Final corner. He's gone somewhere.
Yep. Wow, he's a long way down.
Has he done when Raikkonen's wheel came off?
Yeah. Also just seen him do something else as well.
No, we caught the end of that on stream. I'm thinking about it now because so the championship at the moment, Ferrari lead the way.
Yep.
As does Luke in the drivers. Wizard is the leader for Red Bull, who are the chasing team.
Can I ask a question here? Has Luke got any damage? Because he has got a warning for a collision with Dan Hilton when Dan Hilton was rejoining, and he did hit it.
Nothing that I can see, but there's nothing to say it's floor diffuser or side pod. So that's not showing up properly at the moment.
Joseph's just spun.
He may have. It could be worth keeping an eye on. There's rear wing as well that he might have, as we see Varda pit. So Electric Blade, the last man out on the tyre, on the soft tyres anyway, from the start of the race.
Ooh, Steve, 106.4.
Steve, the man on the move. I mean, right now you have to say that Shane's looking good for the win, and he's up there with Jack Hawkey and Raceway JJ, who, speaking of, just makes his way past Electric Blade into second place. Of course, the top three still to stop.
Must be. I can't think of the word I want to use here.
Shredded?
Falling apart? Yes. In tatters.
Yes. They are. Yeah, they're rapidly approaching puncture territory, so I think we'll see him stop. If not this time, then very, very soon.
He's not. He's going to go again.
He's carrying on.
I don't know why. I'm confused. Doesn't take much, I haven't said, but I'm very confused about his plan here.
Yeah, the point I was going to make was the two teams leading the constructors are Ferrari with 137 points and then Red Bull with 101 points at the moment. And then the two lead drivers from those teams, you would say, are Luke and the Wizard, and at the moment it's a battle between the second drivers to try and maintain the points at the front of the pack. But Shane's in there as well, and McLaren are third. And a good result for Shane here, and poor ones for the two leaders. Could see him actually take the lead of the championship, so could still all be blown wide open.
Still a long way to go though.
Yes.
Both in this race and the season. We're only 7 rounds in, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. As we see Electric Blade finally come into the pits. 17 laps on a set of soft tyres at the start.
That is a cracking effort.
It is.
Young man.
Let's see, what does he go to? It's got to be mediums, hasn't it?
If he goes to hards, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, medium tyres on. He's going to come out. He's going to be in the top 10. I think he's going to be just behind, or just ahead of JRN, actually, when it's all said and done. He might keep ahead of Varda as well. Yeah, he will, because he's got DRS from Luke ahead of him. But you know what? He's managed to keep himself in DRS range of the two medium runners at the front. And it's actually brought him out pretty much where he was before. He's got 5 lap fresher tyres. That is a cracking effort. Actually, you have to say.
P5.
Yes. And he's on for a podium, I think, if he can keep it up at the moment. He'll have to make a couple of moves, but he can do it.
Yeah, they've all spread out a little bit, which is surprising. You know what? I think Jack Hawkey's going to get an overcut here.
On whom?
Wow, it's
Oh,
gonna...
damage for Varda. VSC is out.
VSC. That's not really at the right... Unless it stays out for longer, it's not really going to
I don't think it's going to.
Well, I think he's going to get Luke.
Let's have a look then. Gap to the leader. Luke is currently 24 seconds behind, so yes, he might. If he can pit under the VSC, he definitely will. If he pits under VSC, he'll get Steve as well. But it's whether or not he can. I mean, I wouldn't pit yet if I was them anyway. I'd try and get it to maybe 22, 23.
So he stayed out.
As has JJ.
It's going to be T-Row. T-Row's the one that's going to, the other one that needs to pit.
Yeah.
So they all stay out. Interesting.
Fastest lap at the moment is Varda in 11th place. I suppose Tebow's in the same position as Jack Hawkey and JJ, isn't he? He doesn't really want to pit yet.
And we are green flag racing once again. So 21 seconds, so Jack Hawkey's lost a bit of time actually.
Yeah, he has. And
actually, a lot of time.
Well, this is the thing. I'm wondering whether it's just the time differences in the deltas we've got, and how quickly they refresh and all that sort of stuff, or whether or not he's had a very, very poor restart.
He's lost like nearly 2 seconds after, I don't know.
I think Luke's just had a very, very good restart because he's gained 2 seconds on Steve.
He's also gained 3 seconds of time penalties just by doing that little escapade through. Oh, if that's in the middle sector, that's a bit of a sloppy one, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
I think it is as well.
So looking at penalties then, Jack Hawkey currently 1 warning away. Raceway JJ is clear, currently on for a golden wizard. Shane also 1 warning away. Sneaky Tom has his. Steve 1 warning away. Tebow all in the clear.
But we'll need to pit, so
You
be
can see
interesting
the rest
to see
of those guys on
where.
penalties.
So at the moment we're looking at Jack Hawkey and Raceway JJ being behind. Well, are they going to be behind or in front of JRN now? That's going to be the position, isn't it?
Yeah, they're going to be.
There's a gap between 9th and 10th of about 4 seconds.
I think the further we go, the more likely they are to be behind him. But I would imagine we'll see them pit this lap. It's 14 to go on the softs. We know they easily can do that. So Jack Hawkey runs wide at turn 1 and someone gets away with it. Very interesting. But I think what's more telling is that Reflux on 11 lap old hards, he's been able to hold pace with Jack Hawkey at the moment. So
Electric Blades in, he's made a mistake which involves some damage by the looks of things.
Yeah. Took the whole wing off.
So now there's even more of a gap.
Yes, it's a very nice gap to fit into as well, which
they probably pump some times in as well if they're not too close to JRN.
Yeah, Raceway JJ as well, sort of in that, he's in a bit of an interesting gap, isn't he? Jack Hawkey pits.
Raceway JJ looks like he's going to stay out.
He's going for the overcut. He's going to have to push like buggery for this lap. Jack Hawkey onto hards. No! Oh. What are you doing, man? No! It's ruined him.
I'm not seeing this, am I?
And he's out in front of JRN as well. It was perfect.
I'm in
Oh,
shock. I'm in shock.
oh, why?
Something he must have misclicked or something. No.
The game's just said no. It's
Well, I mean, at least he can push like crazy and not have to worry about tyre wear, but he's not going to have the performance.
yeah. Raceway JJ going again. By the look of things.
Oh, it doesn't. How far?
AlphaTauri of Reflux gone off at 10.7. And we're going to see a move by Shane for the lead as we head up to turn 3, I think. As Luke pits.
Luke pits? My mind's gone. I don't get what's... And it's not for a wing change.
No, it's for soft tyres. I think he's in a very nice gap though, isn't he, behind, ahead of Tebow? So if he thinks he's not going to gain any more places, he might as well try the fastest lap.
Williams off at turn 1, which is Smithy. I don't know if that's going to bring out a safety car VSC.
VSC would be what Raceway JJ wants right now. It would be perfect for him, but I think we're all clear.
Cleared up.
Mm-hmm.
See, if Electric Blade actually got it together, he's got some good pace, just posted in the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah.
Although it looks like he's just burnt all his ERS to do it though. So
Raceway JJ heading in. One lap too many, I think. And I would imagine he's going to come out just ahead of his teammate. I might be wrong. But, Jack Hawkey's gone through. Here goes JRN.
He may get out in front. Where is he? Gonna get out in front of Joseph, I think. So that's worked out wonderfully.
It's worked out pretty well, hasn't it? He'll jump JRN on penalties as it stands. Jack Hawkey's still 1-1 away. Same for Steve.
So, Jack's got some pace. The gap is 12.8 seconds. So, at the moment, it's still not the end of the world. Although he's still going to have to do a lot to try and make this work.
That's the Wizard at turn 1.
Yeah, he struggled. That's the third time, I think. To see that he struggled.
Got some damage as well.
Shane is in the pits. So the mediums aren't going as far as what we thought they would.
No, although I wonder if Shane has just decided that he doesn't want to risk it.
Raceway JJ has just gone off on the fresh softs.
No damage though, I can see. So
that's a free position for Luke not to have to worry about later.
Yeah, it is. And he's gone again. Those tyres have overheated. He's lost it the final corner. And what was looking like a very promising result for JJ has been thrown away, and he's now in the clutches of Electric Blade and needs to not fight for that position, because those tyres are not going to be in a place to do so just yet.
Oh, it doesn't even want to turn in. Electric Blade actually, someone's just lost it on exit. Yeah, Electric Blade's just lost it on exit.
Yeah, no DRS either, because actually I think it was the yellow flag for Jacko. Or was it Varda? No, for Varda even, he's retired. So I think Electric Blade's overtake was an illegal one.
Whilst all that happened, is Shane got past JRN, who's now also pitting as well. So the medium guys having to come in for soft tyres.
Yeah. Which now makes Jack Hawkey's choice of the hard tyre. I mean, it doesn't vindicate it necessarily, but
because he started on the mediums. So
yeah, but even so, like it makes you wonder if tyre wear's been a factor on the mediums in particular, because the guys out front now they're doing okay on them. Whether they'll be able to make it to the end on them is another matter. I'm not 100% on that. We've got 10 laps to go, including the one we're on. I'll be honest, depending on how those softs last and hold up for Shane and for Luke, I think this could be Jack Hawkey's race.
Shane is the pivotal factor here. Shane cleared JRN, which was the important car to get rid of, and now he's got to push like Billy O to try and catch
Which
the
he
back
is doing.
Jack.
105.9, fastest lap of the race.
However, theoretically that gap isn't 10.6, it's 13.6 for the 3 seconds that Jack Hawkey has in favour.
Yeah, it is. That's to Luke, and then it's about 8 seconds, well, 7.5 seconds now to Shane. Because Shane has to get ahead and then pull 3 seconds clear. And
Jack is closing in as well.
The thing is, if Shane gets ahead of him, as long as he can stay whereabouts he is now, Shane will bridge the gap to Steve and create a DRS train, which will keep Jack Hawkey in the mix.
Well, I don't think it's going to matter anyway, because I think from what we've seen, those soft tyres aren't going to be great towards the end, even at the end of this stint.
Well, we've got 9 laps to go. I don't think Shane's are going to be that bad after 9 laps.
He's got to keep them in the tyre.
He does have to keep them in the window as the Wizard takes the fastest lap away. He is.
Also has just picked up 3 seconds.
Steve's looking good as well, actually. Tyre wear is excellent compared to some of the other guys we've seen.
Steve is looking good for potentially a podium.
Yeah, he's looking good for a win as well, although I think he's made a mistake there because Jack Hawkey's now in DRS.
I think Jack Hawkey's just closed that in. That's not the gap between him and Sneaky Tom's not really changed. I think that's just Jack.
Yeah.
With the pace he's got and like, just having fresh tyres, I think is just an advantage.
But just to put how well Steve's doing on those mediums into perspective, Dan Hilton, whose tyres are 2 laps younger, has worse tyre wear than Steve. Not only are they 2 laps younger, they're a harder compound as well.
Exactly, I was about to say that they're a tyre compound harder.
Um,
Although Dan Hilton has been off for a spin.
He has, but
one point.
With the boundless mathematical ability that I have,
yes.
Jack Hawkey's tyres, you can agree, are roughly a third of the life of Steve's.
Yes, I'll agree with that. I also agree with the fact that he is going to overtake him.
He is going to overtake him, squeezes him on the entry as well on the left-hand side. Which he is entitled to do, of course. Steve will have DRS to come back at him. This is for position as well. There's no penalty yet attributed to these two, as we see Reflux lose it on the main straight through the final corner. Steve looking for the switchback underneath, out of turn 4 through 5 into 6, but Jack Hawkey I think now has that position.
Steve, I'll just give this up and just use the Red Bull in front of me to drag me towards Sneaky Tom. Because Sneaky Tom has that penalty.
He does. Looking at warnings.
Jack Hawkey also has that penalty.
There we go. Looking at warning. Steve's only 1 warning away. Let's not count him out of this just yet. 1 warning for Steve, and the whole landscape of this virtual battlefield changes.
It's
like the cavalry charging in over the Styrian hills. Yeah, he's approaching. Shane currently has his penalty. He's got 2 warnings to play with.
I'm very surprised if he hasn't just picked up another one for the exit turn 1. Around the other side of the yellow sausage curb.
He hasn't.
That is impressive.
Sneaky Tom's tyres are now going to start to hurt a lot. We're seeing the so for anybody who doesn't know, we've got a commentary graphic that gives us tyre wear figures, and it goes from a nice dark green into quite a light green into yellow, and then orange and into red. Sneaky Tom is now, he's approaching what you would call fake bake suntan orange.
Oh, personal favourite.
Yeah. So we're going to start to see that gap close up, as we have already. Jack Hawkey 3.9 seconds now. Shane though in DRS of Steve. who's been dropped by the Red
Jacko
Bull.
fighting away. Ooh, feisty.
Feisty it is.
It is.
And I think we might see a move.
Throw the dummy. Jacko sent the dummy inside.
Oh, I missed it. I'm looking at Electric Blade now. He's probably going to make a move on JJ for 9th place. Holds off.
Steve has
Turn
been
one.
overtaken by Shane, and those mediums are not looking particularly very nice. I've just been on board with that car.
Yeah, if you think they're bad, have a look at Sneaky Tom's.
Dan Hilton's around.
Oh no. And Electric Blade's got past Raceway JJ. That move was fairly straightforward. As we see the Williams swapping positions.
The Alpines.
Alpines even, yes. I said Williams.
I'll let you off that one because it's incredibly difficult to actually tell.
No, the thing, it wouldn't have mattered. I wasn't even looking at the colours. I was actually looking at the car. It's just
Fool then.
Yes,
no,
ignore me.
I'm not going to help you.
So look, Steve's tyres actually look okay. I think if he had any blistering, that's been cleared away. That could cost him. Although actually,
I don't think he will because he's
because Jaren's got a lot.
Catch the guys, and so has Joseph. They've got 12 and 9 seconds respectively. It's only really Tebow who's got to worry about. Tebow going to possibly pick up at least 2 positions here, maybe a couple more depending if Luke's not careful.
Just looking at Sneaky Tom's rear tyre, and let's wait and see if it's still there on the main straight. If you look at the inside wall of his back left tyre, you can see that just that line of graining just starting to appear on the inside, and it's.
Oh yeah, it does not look nice. I've just got through turn 1.
Yeah, that's not going to be very helpful when you find a traction zone. Front tyres as well, not looking good.
Jacko and Wizard both off the road. And through turn 3.
As you see Jacko coming back at the Red Bull. Red Bull Wizard goes deep, but the soft tyres will allow him to do that.
Just seen his car in for softs and they look to be fresh.
Oh, the Wizard's disconnected.
Hang on.
If he finishes in the top 10, he's got past the 90% mark, so it's not the end of the world. So jumping back up then towards the front, Shane in the battle with Jack Hawkey, who's not got DRS. Neither of them have just yet. Looking at the penalty situation then, 3 seconds for the front 3, so the battle for position is on. Steve is out of the reckoning by half a second. On board with Shane as he tries to chase down the Red Bull of Jack Hawkey. Sneaky Tom's tyres have gone off the cliff, mate. They've gone.
Oh yeah, I would love to say. I'm just trying to get it.
They have. They've gone. I think either that or he's stuck in traffic. Maybe the Wizard and
There's a bit of traffic in front of him, but I wouldn't say it's massive.
Yeah, I think his tyres have gone completely. Jack Hawkey could be in with a shout here, taking victory.
It could be. There's still a McLaren just lurking.
There is, but Shane has, for some reason, he's had an issue getting past his teammate. Jack Hawkey's pushing hard.
No, he's got DRS off his teammate. That's what he's got. Oh, Luke's out! Luke's out! Luke's out! Forget about it. This is championship pivotal moment.
It is. Shane currently on course to pick up 15 points, and that would put him very close to the lead. I don't know if he'll take it or not. Jack Hawkey, 1,000th of a second.
Sneaky Tom's out.
He's gone. He's lost it at turn 3. Jack Hawkey's on for the win. Shane in second, Steve third.
The McLarens are playing a brilliant team game. Slaw's giving him DRS all the way around the track.
It's
Oh no,
not
Shane's
gonna...
got no fuel! Shane hasn't got fuel! Shane's not got fuel!
The drama! Oh, he's out of fuel, no! Steve could be on, it could be a Mercedes
Steve
double
could be out
podium
as
still.
well.
Let me have a look at the fuel. Shane is definitely out of fuel. Steve's got just enough.
Jaron may have just enough. He won't. Shane can just crawl over the line. Jack Hawkey wins in all the time.
He does.
We don't know.
Here comes Steve. He takes second. Shane will crawl to third without fuel. JRN just too far back, but will come home in fourth place. May drop behind both Alpines, actually.
What a result for the Alpines from out of nowhere. Joseph may slip into seventh here, I think.
I think Tebow will get both. He does into fourth. Raceway JJ jumps to fifth. Electric Blade in seventh. Jacko in ninth. Sneaky Tom's currently still in 10th place.
Yes, everyone else is lapped, so he's got away with that one. He'll still pick up a point of some description. And Jacko, who, to be honest, has persisted.
He has. He's going to end up with 2 points. Fastest lap at the moment is Joseph in P8. Unless Jacko can do something about it.
I'd be very surprised on 16 lap old mediums.
No, not happening for him there. What an ending that was! Oh, had everything. Championship leaders crashing, race leaders crashing out. Someone running out of fuel. And am I right in saying, is that the first race this season where we haven't had a full safety car? Yes. It definitely is in EU4. I don't know if it's for the whole European side.
Probably. Why not? Yeah.
And I think that's where the likes of Shane came unstuck and ran out of fuel. He was expecting the safety car to appear at least once.
It's a very power-heavy track, so I'm very surprised that anyone went a bit underfueled, but who would have thought? Two crashes, people running out of fuel, drama, excitement.
Drama.
Perhaps the best race so far this season for EU4.
I think so. Jack Hawkey then with the win for Red Bull, his first of the season. Steve in second place. Went for the conservative approach again, and it's paid off. Shane in third. What could have been had he put a little bit more juice in that fuel tank. Tebow in fourth, getting there on penalties. Raceway JJ in fifth. JRN in sixth. Electric Blade seventh. Joseph in eighth. Jacko ninth. And Sneaky Tom, despite crashing out, had lapped everybody else behind him, so finishes in 10th despite crashing. Slaughter in 11th. The Wizard in 12th. Dan Hilton 13th. Your final finisher, and then the DNFs. Luke, after running in 5th place, lost it at turn 7. Championship leader, will he be there come the end of the week? That's the question. Reflux 15th with a DNF, Barda 16th, Smithy 17th, and Pure Blades in 18th place.
What I'm going to say is there's going to be some very interesting comments when we get these guys in for interviews, I feel.
Things
many
like
questions.
WTF, man. What happened there?
I'm thinking tyres, fuel.
Don't
really know what else, but I'm sure
Tyres,
those will
fuel,
be
strategy. I want to know if Jack Hawkey meant to go on the hards or not. He can't have done.
As well.
He can't have done. He can't have meant it. I mean, if he did, it's genius. But he can't have meant it, surely.
No, don't give him the ideas in his head. I will invite these people.
Excellent. Excellent. So whilst we're waiting for the lovely people to join us, I'll do me plugs.
Oh, lovely.
So, if you've enjoyed the show, make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch. If you're watching this back later on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe. And follow us on all our social medias to stay up to date on everything Contest of Speed. If you want to watch some more and can't wait until next week's race. Next week's a cracker, by the way.
Oh, no. I just realised what it is next week.
You can tune in for the remainder of the week. You can watch me make a fool of myself tomorrow night and Matt make a fool of himself on Wednesday night. And then you can tune in on Thursday for the real freaks of nature who will come along and blow everybody else's lap times and racecraft out of the water. If you're from across the pond and think, damn, I can't make it for 4 p.m. Eastern to watch anymore, I've got work or school or something, fret not, we've got you covered. AM will be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 2 a.m. in the UK for anybody who is a night owl and interested in watching. Right then, who's first up? Should we go with third? Should we start with Mr. Shane?
We'll start. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Good starting point.
Shane,
Good evening.
why don't you put more fuel in?
I'm always scared to underfuel the car, so I never do. But I learned on comms at Monza with the Wizard. I learned to underfuel the car. Tracks like he said that at Monza to underfuel the car. So I thought Austria, okay, a lot of speed, kind of same track, lots of speed. So I thought underfuel the car, which I didn't do because I'm scared to do so. So I actually put like 0.5 over. Turns out that wasn't enough. So if I had more fuel in the tank, I'm pretty sure I could have gotten first, but unfortunately it had to turn out this way, and I'm still happy with the podium. Just any points I can get are good for the championship.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So you say you went over fueled and it's still...
Yeah, like
you still
only
ran out.
zero. Yeah, only
Just
0
gonna
to
note
5,
that
so.
down very quickly. Thank you, Shane.
Yes, that's useful for tomorrow.
Don't put 0.5 laps of fuel in, because that's not going to be enough.
Well, I was as soon as because on the first VSC I already was I was already underfueled, but during the VSC you're able to run lean, so I did that both VSCs, which brought me back up, and then I could push again, but I was banking on another VSC near the end or a safety car, but didn't come out. So unfortunate, but still happy with the result.
Yeah, and so you should be, mate. Podium is always a good result, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Moving on then to second place, which is Steve, of course. Steve says he
not
can't
here.
join. He can't join because he's heading off to work, but he has left me a comment to read.
Oh, lovely.
He says he was just trying to keep it steady and out of any sort of penalties. He was underfueled as well, and he says the last VSC really saved him, otherwise he'd have been running out with a couple of laps to go. He says he could have gotten higher if he put more fuel in, but he had to take it a little bit easier, and the tyres weren't great towards the end of the race. But he made them work. But he said it was a mad end to the race, and he's really happy with second place. So congratulations to Steve. And then for his, I believe, first ever COS win. Jack
I had
Hawkins.
two last season. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a couple.
Sorry.
You had a few lines.
This
You got it wrong.
season's
Yeah,
first
well
COS win.
corrected. Well corrected. Well done.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You're not
Oh,
the
you tell
first.
him off.
You're not the first to pull me up on
God,
stuff like
Danny.
that. Oh, shut up, man. Not my fault.
God.
But victory then, Mr. Hawkey.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one because obviously qualifying I invalidated every single lap I tried to do, which was really annoying. So yeah, 16th I was thinking just play it safe at the start, just try not to lose my wing in all the carnage, which thankfully did go to plan. But yeah, then I was just obviously going for the long stint on the mediums at the start, and I came for my pit, and for some reason it put me onto the hard tyres when I wanted softs. So I came out, I was in the party of Wizards, and I was like raging. I was like, why the hell has it done this to me? Because I was like on for a really good result, obviously, because on the soft tyres towards the end, low fuel, I would have been flying. I think I would have caught Tom if he didn't have the spin. But yeah, I think I got really lucky. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he got a puncture or what. But yeah, I got really lucky at the end.
Yeah, I don't think it was a puncture. I think he just lost it. coming out of turn 3. But I mean, the other one in there that lost it was Luke, of course, as well. Who's currently championship leader. He lost it with 2 to go. So it's blown all that wide open again. And of course, with JJ down in 5th, you guys at Red Bull are closing in as well by 15 points. So
yeah, I definitely needed this result today because I've had quite a few DNS this season.
Yeah, and there's been a couple of times when you and the Wizard have been working together, and you've sort of come off second best in those when you're playing the team game. So
yeah, it's usually in the safety car when we both need a pit.
But good things come to those who wait, and a victory has presented itself to you. So well done, congratulations.
Thank you very much, mate.
Hope we'll see you up here again soon on the top step. So all that remains then is to thank you all at home very much for watching. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Like we said, you can tune in and watch some more Contest of Speed races later this week. And if you ever want to look back on all our previous races, head over to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Contest of Speed. We hope to see you all again next week for Monaco. Monaco at night as well. It's going to be great.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I mean, at least we're getting it out of the way early, I suppose.
Yeah, we are. Make sure you tune in, everybody. We hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks again. Good night.